Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to Insane G-Force. So on my channel today, I am doing a quiz. So for those with families, get them together if you want, battle against one another, or team up and try and beat me if you can. Try 100%. For those living with boyfriends or girlfriends, play against each other, go head to head. Or for those living with friends, play amongst yourselves or team up. For the quiz, I got an idea from Theme Park Worldwide, co-host Mad Ian and Jack Silkstone. Their channels will be in the description below, so please sure to go and check them out. Then the video. So you're wondering, what parks will I be doing today? Well, I've got 5 parks in mind, ranging from Thorpe Park, Chessington, Alton Towers, Drayton Manor, and Blackpool. For each of the parks, there's a different round. There'll be 10 questions in total per the rounds. It ranges from flat rides, water rides, roller coasters, and of course, the dark rides. So, for question 1, round 1, we go down to the island like no other, also known as Thorpe Park Resort. What year was the ride Storm Surge built at the park? Is it A, 2009, B, 2010, C, 2011, or D, 2012? What year was the ride Storm Surge built at the park? Is it A, 2009, B, 2010, C, 2011, or D, 2012? For question 2, in 2001, 3 flat rides were built. What were they called? Is it A, Slammer, Rangers Carousel, and Storm in the Teacup? B, Rush, Samurai and Slammer? C, Quantum, Rock Express, Timber Tugboat? Or D, Detonator, Zodiac, and Vortex? Question 2. What 3 flat rides were built in 2001 at Thorpe Park? Is it A, Slammer, Rangers Carousel, and Storm in a Teacup? Is it B, Rush, Samurai, and Slammer? Is it C, Quantum, Rock Express, and the Timber Tugboat? Or is it D, Detonator, Zodiac, and Vortex? On to question 3. Before Saw the Ride was built, there was plans for a wooden roller coaster that same year, in 2009. But which manufacturer was going to build that wooden coaster? Is it A, Rocky Mountain Construction? Is it B, Gravity Group? Is it C, Intamin? Or D, GCI? Which manufacturer was going to build a wooden coaster in 2009 before Saw the Ride was going to be built? Instead, that roller coaster. Is it A, Rocky Mountain Construction, or RMC for short? B, Gravity Group? C, Intamin? or D, GCI? For question 4, when Stealth opened in 2006, what was the ride's original launch speed? Was it A, 0 to 80 in 4 seconds? Was it B, 0 to 80 in 2.5 seconds? Was it C, 0 to 80 in half a second? Was it D, 0 to 80 in 1.9 seconds? So when Stealth was built in 2006, what was the ride's original launch speed? Was it A, 0 to 80 in 4 seconds? B, 0 to 80 in 2.5 seconds? C, 0 to 80 in half a second? Or D, 0 to 80 in 1.9 seconds? Question 5. What year was the water ride Tidal Wave built? Was it A, the year 2000, B, 2001, C, 2002, or D, 2003? What was Tidal Wave, the water ride, what year was it built? Was it A, 2000, B, 2001, C, 2002, or D, 2003? On to question 6. What roller coaster was built in 1996, the exact same year I was born? Was it A, the Flying Fish, B, Space Station Zero, C, Colossus, or D, X No Way Out? What roller coaster was built in 1996? Was it A, Flying Fish, B, Space Station Zero, C, Colossus, or D, X No Way Out? For question 7, what roller coaster cost Thorpe Park the most amount of money to build? Is it A, Nemesis Inferno, B, Stealth, C, Saw the Ride, or D, The Swarm? What is Thorpe Park's most expensive roller coaster? Is it A, Nemesis Inferno, B, Stealth, C, Saw the Ride, or D, The Swarm? Question 8. Which water ride opened up with the Canada Creek area of the park? Is it A, Loggers Leap, B, the Rainbow Rapids, C, Storm Surge, or D, Tidal Wave? Which water ride was built with the Canada Creek area of the park? Is it A, Loggers Leap, B, the Rainbow Rapids, C, Storm Surge, or D, Tidal Wave? Question 9. Nemesis Inferno, Thorpe Park's inverted coaster, has a world record. But what is that record for? Is it A, most naked people on a roller coaster? B, tallest inverted loop on a coaster? B, C, first pair of interlocking corkscrews? Or D, longest pre-section before a lift hill on a roller coaster? Question 9. Nemesis Inferno has a world record. What is that world record? A, the most naked people on a roller coaster? B, tallest inverted loop on the coaster? C, first pair of interlocking corkscrews? Or D, longest pre-section on an inverted roller coaster? Going on to question 10 now. Final question for Thorpe Park. So, Thorpe Park has a sky SWAT. It was built in 2005 and is now SPNO. Those don't know what it means. It means standing but not operating. What is the name of that ride? Is it A. Samurai, B. Slammer, C. Rush, D. Vortex? So, Thorpe Park have a sky SWAT. What is the name of that ride built in 2005 but no longer operating? Is it A. Samurai, B. Slammer, C. Rush, or D. Vortex? That's it for Thorpe Park. We'll now go up to Staffordshire and go to Alton Towers. So without further ado, let's start round 2, Alton Towers. Remember, 10 questions. What was Rita Queen of Speed, their launch coaster? What was it originally going to be? Was it A, an S&S air-powered coaster? Was it going to be B, a hyper coaster? Was it going to be C, a suspended looping coaster? Or D, a wooden coaster? Question 1. What was Rita Queen of Speed originally going to be? Was it A, an S&S air-powered roller coaster? B, a hyper coaster? A C, suspended looping coaster? Or D, a wooden coaster? For question 2. So where the Smiler stands today, what ride originally was in that spot? Was it A, the Blade, B, Four-Man Bob, C, Black Hole, or D, Alton Mouse? So where the Smiler stands today, what ride was originally in that same spot? Is it A, the Blade, B, Four-Man Bob, C, Black Hole, or D, Alton Mouse? On to question 3. Alton Towers are known for their secret weapons. But how many rides have the secret weapon prefix to them? Is it A, 4, B, 5, C, 6, or D, 7? Alton Towers are known for their secret weapons. But how many roller coasters have that secret weapon prefix to them? Is it A, 4, B, 5, C, 6, or D, 7? On to question 4. John Wardley, a legend at Alton Towers, known for building many great rides. But what two did he build in 1992? Is it A, Nemesis and Enterprise, B, the Grand Canyon Rapids and Skyride, C, the Haunted House and the Runaway Mine Train, D, Submission and Bone Shaker? Question 4. What two rides did John Wardley build in 1992? Was it A, Nemesis and Enterprise, B, the Grand Canyon Rapids and Skyride, C, the Haunted House and the Runaway Mine Train, or D, Submission and Bone Shaker? On to question 5 from Towers. Out of all the roller coasters, which roller coaster is the fastest at Alton Towers? Is it A, Rita, B, Galactica, C, the Smiler, or D, Oblivion? What is the fastest roller coaster at Alton Towers? Is it A, Rita, B, Galactica, C, the Smiler, or D, Oblivion? Right, for question 6. What was Alton Towers' very first launch coaster? Is it A, Rita, B, Alton Mouse, C, the Alton Beast, or D, Thunder Looper? Question 6. What was Alton Towers' very first launch coaster? Is it A, Rita, B, Alton Mouse, C, the Alton Beast, or D, Thunder Looper? For question 7. The Wicker Man, the wooden roller coaster at the park. Which manufacturer built that ride? Is it A, Rocky Mountain Construction, B, Intamin, C, Vekoma, or D, GCI? Who built the Wicker Man in 2018, the manufacturer? Is it A, RMC, B, Intamin, C, Vekoma, or D, GCI? On to question 8. Out of all the roller coasters at Alton Towers, how many were built by B&M, or Bolliger and Mabillard? Is it A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5? Out of all the roller coasters Alton Towers have, how many were built by B&M? Is it A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5? On to question number 9. What certain ride is built within the towers themselves? Is it A, Jewel, B, Froghopper, C, Hex, or D, the Alton Towers Dungeon? What ride is located inside the towers? Is it A, Jewel, B, Froghopper, C, Hex, or D, the Alton Towers Dungeons? On to the final question for Alton Towers. The Smiler has 14 loops, but it also features a knot inside that loop, inside that layout. What is that loop called? Is it A, a granny knot, B, a slip knot, C, a figure of 8, or D, the Staffordshire knot? So the Smiler has 14 loops, and inside that layout of a mess, the ride has a knot during the course. What is that knot called? Is it A, granny knot, B, a slip knot, C, a figure of 8, or D, a Staffordshire knot? Moving on to round 3, where we go down the road from Alton Towers to Drayton Manor Resort. On to question 1. Drayton Manor recently removed a roller coaster. What was that coaster originally called? Is it A, Shockwave, B, the Buffalo Coaster, C, Accelerator, or D, G-Force? Question 1. What roller coaster at Drayton Manor was recently removed? Is it A, Shockwave, B, Buffalo Coaster, C, Accelerator, or D, G-force? On to question 2. What year did Drayton Manor build the UK's only stand-up coaster? Is it A, 1992, B, 1993, C, 1994, or D, 1995? What year did Drayton Manor build the only stand-up coaster in the UK? Is it A, 1992, B, 1993, C, 1994, or D, 1995? Question 3. Who built Apocalypse at Drayton Manor? The Drop Tower. Is it A, Fabry, B, S&S, C, Intamin, or D, Larsen International? Who built Apocalypse at Drayton Manor? The Drop Tower. Is it A, Fabry, C, S&S, C, Intamin, or D, Larsen International? On to question 4. This may be a hard one for those who don't know Drayton Manor that well. Which roller coaster company built Shockwave? Is it A, Togo, B, Giovanola, C, B&M, or D, Intamin? Who built Shockwave at Drayton Manor? Was it A, Togo, B, Giovanola, C, B&M, or D, Intamin? On to question 5. What is the name of the Vekoma Junior Boomerang, originally called before its accelerator? Was it A, Ben 10, C, Beethoven Escape from Space, C, Wipeout, or D, Scooby-Doo Escape from Cyberspace? What accelerator the Junior Boomerang Vekoma coaster originally called? A, Ben 10, B, Escape from Space, C, Wipeout, or D, Scooby-Doo Escape from Cyberspace? So, quick drink. Big shout out to Coast Mad Ian. Loves this ride, especially that left seat. Ian, don't calm down. It's just a joke. Don't worry. Question 6 for Drayton Manor. What is the name of the Vekoma Madhouse at the park? Is it A, Creepy House, D, The Madhouse, C, The Walls, or D, The Haunting? What is the name of the Vekoma Madhouse at the park? Is it A, Creepy House, B, The Madhouse, C, The Walls, or D, The Haunting? Question 7. Who built the ride Maelstrom? Is it A, KMG? Is it B, ABC Rides, C, Mondial, or D, Intamin? Who built Maelstrom? Is it A, KMG, B, ABC Rides, C, Mondial, or D, Intamin? On to question 8. Going back to Shockwave. How tall does it stand in feet? Is it A, 90 feet, B, 95 feet, C, 100 feet, or D, 105 feet? How tall is Shockwave? Is it A, 90 feet, B, 95 feet, C, 100 feet, or D, 105 feet tall? Question 9. What is the name of the indoor spinning cup ride called? Is it A, Dizzy Mayhem, B, Disorientation, C, Drunken Barrels, or D, Tipsy Dipsy? What is the name of the teacup ride at the park? Is it A, Dizzy Mayhem, B, Disorientation, C, Drunken Barrels, or D, Tipsy Dipsy? On to question 10. Final question for Drayton Manor. What is the name of the flat ride situated near Shockwave? Is it A, Takeoff, B, Rocket Boost, C, Crazy Planes, or D, Air Race? What is the name of the flat ride situated near Shockwave? Is it A, Takeoff, B, Rocket Boost, C, Crazy Planes, or D, Air Race? Moving on to the second to last round. Heading back down to the south. Going to Chessington. The vampire recently celebrated its birthday this year. But how old is that coaster? Is it A, 20 years, B, 30 years, C, 40 years, or D, 50 years? How old is the vampire that has recently celebrated its birthday this year? Is it A, 20 years, B, 30 years, C, 40 years, or D, 50 years? On to question 2. Who built Rattlesnake, the Wild Mouse coaster at the park? Is it A, Vekoma, B, Morgan, C, Aerodynamics, or D, Marathon? Who built the Rattlesnake at the park, the Wild Mouse coaster? Is it A, Vekoma, B, Morgan, C, Aerodynamics, or C, Marathon? On to question 3. There's a log flume at Chesterton called Tiger Rock. But what was the very first name it was called? Is it A, Niagara Drop, B, Splashdown, C, Dragon Falls, or D, Dragon River? What is the original name of the Tiger Rock log flume originally called? Is it A, Niagara Drop, B, Splashdown, C, Dragon Falls, or D, Dragon River? On to question 4. What is the name of the indoor water ride or rapids ride called today? Is it A, Professor Burp's Bubble Works, B, Bubble Works, C, The Lost Jungle, or D, The Gruffalo? Question 4. What is the indoor rapids water ride called at Chessington? Is it A, Professor Burp's Bubble Works, B, Bubble Works, C. The Lost Jungle, or D. The Gruffalo? Moving on to question 5. Chasington have recently got planning permission to build a new ride for next year. What is that ride going to be? Is it A. a KMG afterburner, B. an Intamin gyro swing, C. a drop tower, or D. screaming swing? What ride is going to be at Chessington for next year? And they've got plans to do it. Is it A. KMG afterburner, B. an Intamin gyro swing, C. a drop tower, or D. a screaming swing? Moving on to question 6. What is the name of the spinning coaster at Chessington? Is it A. Dragonfire, B. Dragon's Fury, C. Dragon's Curse, or D. Dragonfly? What is the name of the spinning coaster at Chessington? Is it A. Dragonfire, B. Dragon's Fury, C. Dragon's Curse, or D. Dragonfly? Question 7. What is the name of the indoor shooting dark ride called? Is it A. Mummy's Revenge, B. Curse of the Mummy, D. Scorpion Blast, or D. Tomb Blaster? What is the name of the indoor shooting dark ride at Chessington? Is it A. Mummy's Revenge, B. Curse of the Mummy, C. Scorpion Blast, or D. Tomb Blaster? Question 8. Chessington opened up a new area this year. What is that area going to be called? Is it A. the Jungle, B. Exotic Escape, C. the Rainforest, or D. Deserted Island? What is a new area going to be called at Chessington this year? Is it A. the Jungle, B. the Exotic Escape, C. the Rainforest, or D. the Deserted Island? Moving on to question 9 now. Which manufacturer changed the seats on the Vampire, the suspended swinging coaster? Originally, you were sat inside a train and you couldn't move your legs free. Which manufacturer changed that so your legs were dangling free? Is it A. S&S, B. Intamin, C. Vekoma, or D. Aerodynamics? Which manufacturer changed the seats so your feet are now dangling on the Vampire roller coaster? Is it A. S&S, B. Intamin, C. Vekoma, or D. Aerodynamics? Moving on to the final question for Chessington now, before you head over to the final round. What is the name of the Ferris wheel that used to be at the park before it got removed? Is it A. the Eclipse, B. Terrible Heights, C. Wheel of the South, or D. Peking Heights? What is the name of the Ferris wheel that used to be at Chessington Resort? Is Is it A, The Eclipse, B, Terrible Heights, C, Wheel of the South, or D, Peking Heights? That's it for round 4. We will now move on to the final round, going up north, going to Lancashire, over to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Before we start, I need another drink. On to question 1. Blackpool have many roller coasters, but which one is the oldest? Is it A, the Grand National, B, Steeplechase, C, Alice in Wonderland, or D, the Big Dipper? What is the oldest roller coaster at Blackpool? Is it A, Grand National, B, Steeplechase, C, Alice in Wonderland, or D, the Big Dipper? On to question 2. Revolution is a launch coaster. What kind of launch does it have? Is it A, a LSM, a linear synchronized motor, B, LIMs, or synchronized induction motors, C, hydraulic, or D, a winch cable launch? What kind of launch does Revolution have? Is it A, LSMs, B, LIMs, C, hydraulic, or D, a winch cable launch? Moving on to question 3. The UK's tallest roller coaster is situated in Blackpool. What is the name of that roller coaster? Is it A, Infusion, B, Icon, C, the Big One, or D, Nickelodeon Streak? Question 3. The tallest roller coaster in the UK is situated at Blackpool. What is the name of that roller coaster? Is it A, Infusion, B, Icon, C, the Big One, or D, Nickelodeon Streak? Going on to question 4. Blackpool have many great water rides. Well, I say many, some, But which one immersive dark ride, theming, and water all together? Is it A, the River Caves, B, Valhalla, C, Journey to the End, or D, Wallace and Gromit? What is the indoor log flume which immersives dark ride, theming, and log flumes all together? Is it A, the River Caves, B, Valhalla, C, Journey to the End, or D, Wallace and Gromit? Moving on to question 5. What kind of drink used to have the sponsor for Revolution? Is it A, Pepsi, B, Irn-Bru, C, Dr Pepper, or D, Sprite? Which drink company sponsored Revolution? Is it A, Pepsi, B, Irn-Bru, C, Dr Pepper, or D, Sprite? Moving on to question 6. What is the name of the UK's first double launch coaster? Is it A, the Grand National, B, Revolution, C, the Blue Flyer, or D, Icon? What is the name of the UK's first double launch coaster? Is it A, the Grand National, B, Revolution, C, Blue Flyer, or D, Icon? Moving on to question 7. Which manufacturer built Icon in 2018? Is it A, Intamin, B, Vekoma, C, Gerstlauer, or D, Mack Ride? Which manufacturer built Icon? Is it A, Intamin, B, Vekoma, C, Gerstlauer, or D, Mack Ride? Moving on to question 8. Out of all the roller coasters Blackpool have, how many are made out of wood? Is it A, 3, B, 4, C, 5, or D, 6? How many of roller coasters at Blackpool are made out of wood? Is it A, 3, B, 4, C, 5, or D, 6? Question 9, the second to last question of this quiz. The Vekoma SLC Infusion used to operate at another park owned by Pleasure Beach. But what is the name of that ride originally called? Is it A, Headbanger, B, Wave Rider, C, Seabreaker, or D, the Traumatizer? For question 9, the Vekoma SLC Infusion used to operate at another park owned by Pleasure Beach. But what was the ride originally called when it operated at that park? Is it A, the Headbanger, B, Wave Rider, C, Seabreaker, or D, the Traumatizer? Moving on to question 10, the final question. How many roller coasters operate at the Pleasure Beach? Is it A, 10, B, 15, C, 20, or D, 25? This is for the final question. How many roller coasters operate at the Pleasure Beach? Is it A, 10, B, 15, C, 20, or D, 25? That's the end of the questions. Give you time to swap over, or if mark on your own, take your time before we go back to the answers. Alright, now for the answers. Starting with question 1 on round 1 on Thorpe Park. What year is the ride Storm Surge built? It was C, 2011. For question 2, what 3 flat rides were built in 2001? The correct answer is D. Detonator, Zodiac, and Vortex. For question 3, what manufacturer was going to build a rolling coaster before Gerstlauer built Saw the Ride? The correct answer is D. GCI. Question 4. What was Stealth's original speed in 2006 when it opened, but got changed in a certain year? The correct answer was B. 0 to 80 in 2.5 seconds. This, however, changed to 1.9 in the later years due to the rollbacks it was having. Moving on to question 5. Tidal Wave was built in what year? The correct answer for that is A. The year 2000. Moving on to question 6. The answer for this one: what roller coaster was built in 1996? It is the exact same age as me. It is X, No Way Out. It got changed to X, and now it's The Walking Dead The Ride. First my top 10 video, I don't rate it highly at all. What is Thor Park's most expensive coaster to date? The correct answer for that is the Swarm, the B&M wing coaster. Now the answer was D. So for question 8, Thor Park opened a water ride as part of the Candle Creek area. The correct answer is A. Loggers Leap. Rest in peace, Loggers Leap 2015. Question 9. This one was a bit of a tricky one. I want to throw a bit of a curveball in there. Nemesis Inferno has a world record. That world record used to have 2, but now it's got 1. It was for most naked people, but that got taken out by Nemesis, its older sibling. But the correct answer is D, the longest pre-sectional inverted coaster. The final question for Thor Park. What is the name of the Sky SWAT built by S&S in 2005? The answer is B, Slammer. That was a fantastic ride, but fortunately is now Espionage as the park couldn't afford to keep it. And a little fact about it, it was the final one that S&S built. Moving on to question 1 for Alton Towers now. This is round 2. For question 1, what ride was Rita, Queen of Speed, originally going to be? The correct answer was D, a wooden coaster. For question 2, what ride did the Smiler replace? The correct answer is C, Black Hole. For question 3, out of all the roller coasters, how many have the SW prefix or secret weapon? It is C, 6. Rita is not on that list. On to question 4 now. What 2 rides did John Wardley build in 1992? The answers are C, Jewel, or used to be called the Haunted House, and the Runaway Mine Train. Question 5 for Alton Towers for the answers. The fastest roller coaster at Alton Towers Before people say it, it is not Rita. In fact, it's D, Oblivion. It's in fact 5 miles faster. Moving on to question 6. Alton Towers' very first launch coaster. The correct answer is D, Thunder Looper. It left park in 1996 and is at a Brazil park under the name Catapult. Question 7. Who built the Wicker Man in 2018? The correct answer is D, GCI. For question 8. Out of all the Alton Towers coasters, how many were built by B&M? The answer for this is B, 3. This includes Oblivion, Galactica, and Nemesis. Question 9. What ride is situated inside the Alton Towers themselves? The answer is C, Hex, the Legend of the Towers. Question 10. This is a bit of a tricky one. What type of knot features on the Smiler? It is in fact D, the Staffordshire knot. Moving over to Drayton Manor now. Question 1. What roller coaster was recently removed at Drayton Manor? It is D, G-Force. Question 2. What year was the UK Standard Coaster originally was built? The correct answer is C, 1994. It is part of Nemesis and the Big One. They are the original 3 of 1994. Who built question 3? Which manufacturer built Apocalypse the Drop Tower? It was C, Intamin. Question 4. Who built Shockwave? It is not Giovanola or B&M or Togo. It's in fact Intamin. But yes, Giovanola, B&M and Intamin designs used to look the same because they're all one company originally. B&M went on their own path, creating tracks similar to Giovanola. Giovanola was subcontracted by Intamin until Intamin decided to change their track pieces to triangle or square, lattice or flat, like you see on Cheetah Hunt. Cheetah Hunt located at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. Moving on to question 5. The Vekoma Boomerang Junior Coaster Accelerator used to be called Ben 10. That lasted for a few years until the sponsorship deal didn't fall through. Moving on to question 6 now. The name of the Vekoma Madhouse, located at Drayton Manor, is called The Haunting. The others I just made up for fun. Moving on to question 7, Maelstrom. The manufacturer that built it is Intamin. Question 8. For those nerdy people out there, how tall is Shockwave? The answer is 105 feet tall. Question 9. What is named the Spinning Teacup ride at Drayton Manor? The answer is C, Drunken Barrels. And the final question for Drayton Manor, question 10. What is named the flat ride situated near Shockwave and used to be next door to G-Force? It was D, Air Race, built by Zamperla. Moving on to Chessington now. The answer for question 1. How old is Vampire? The answer is B, 30 years old. Moving on to question 2. Who built Rattlesnake, the Wild Mouse coaster? It was D, Marathon. For question 3, 2 of these answers technically right, but only one was the real answer. The answer was D, Dragon River. For question 4, the indoors rapids ride that Chessington have, A and B were the original 2, but the actual correct answer is D, the Gruffalo. For question 5, Chessington are building a new ride next year. The ride is in fact C, a drop tower. This will feature a crocodile's mouth. As seen on the plans, but company not building it, I'm not 100% sure yet. But I do hope it's Intamin who's building it. For question 6, what is the name of the spinning coaster at Chessington? It is B, Dragon's Fury. For question 7, name of the shooting ride attraction at Chessington, the dark ride is called D, Toon Blaster. For question 8, what is the new area opening this year at Chessington? It is in fact C, Rainforest. For question 9, which manufacturer changed the seat on the Vampire? Before, your feet were kept inside a train, now your feet are dangling free. The correct answer is Vekoma. If you go on it and you literally from rows 2 to the back, and look at it in front of you, you'll see the manufacturer's name, Vekoma, written on it. Moving on to question 10. The Ferris wheel at Chessington, before it was removed completely, was called Peking Heights. A little fact about this ride, it was built by Fabry and originally operated at Thorpe Park Resort under the name The Eclipse, but only operated at Thorpe Park for 1 year until Chessington decided to have it instead because it fitted their park better than Thorpe's. That's why Thorpe got a Samurai instead. Now, moving on to the final round. We head over to Blackpool. And the correct answers for these are, for number 1, the oldest roller coaster is in fact D, Big Dipper. Question 2, what kind of launch does Revolution have? It is in fact D, winch cable launch. Moving on to question 3. If you know your parks well, you'll get this right. The tallest rose cat at the park and the UK is in fact the Big One. Originally called Pepsi Max Big One. For question 4, the indoor log flume is in fact called Valhalla. Built in 2000 by Intamin, it is closed this year completely for massive refurbishment due to reopen next year. For question 5, what type of drink used to sponsor Revolution? It is in fact B, Iron Brew. For question 6, What is the name of the UK's first double launch coaster? It is not Revolution. It is D. Icon. And if you know me, and see my top 10 video, I rate this as my number one coaster due to the head choppers, the airtime, and the hang time on that ride. It is insane. Also, the launch is very good as well. On to question 7. Which manufacturer built Icon? This is in fact Mack Rides. A and B were possible choices, but D was the one that Mack Rides one that came out on top. Gerstlauer don't do launches that much. They've done 2 launch coasters, Takabisha and TMNT Shell Racer over in New York. For question 8. How many run and roller coasters were built or at the park currently today? The answer is B, 4. For question 9. This is a tricky one. The Vekoma SLC Infusion used to operate another park owned by Pleasure Beach. The original name was the Traumatizer, with a red track, not a blue track. But if you look at Infusion when you go there and walk down the queue line, you can see part of the old track still there. For question 10, the final round, and the final question. How many roller coasters operate at Blackpool today? The answer is A, 10. Right, finish marking up, tell your scores up for each question, marks out of 50. Put your scores down below in the comments, and if you want to see me do other quizzes or other ideas, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check a look at them. Please leave a like, subscribe, now there's notifications on if you're a new subscriber, and I hope you lot are staying safe and staying at home. And for the people who are key workers, you're doing a brilliant job. Like, I work in retail, so I know what I'm going through. And hope to see you all soon. This is Intense G-Force, and goodbye.